Welcome to Byron's Drift. I am Byron, and I am your host. I'm also a fellow traveler with you as we wander this amazing globe of ours. I want to talk about 4 ways that I find peace when I feel burned out, or in that moment when I start to feel burned out. But before I get there, I want to tell you about a bit of news, an announcement, as it were. We are beginning a new series of piano challenges called Keyboard Kaleidoscope Challenge. I love this. Any age, any level can take part. And it's based around my piano compositions, and we're hoping to do it every month. We'll begin very soon. But if you're interested, or you know someone who is interested, maybe a piano teacher, someone you know who plays keyboards, there are prizes to be won. It's a fun time. It's a time you get to express yourself through my piano music. And what's cool about it is, again, just to learn more or to participate, go to my website at byroneasterling.com and check out Keyboard Kaleidoscope Challenge. Cool? Okay. So, what are these 4 ways that I find peace when I start to feel burned out? You know, when I begin to start having that feeling of being burned out, it could be in my day, it could be in my week, my month, whatever. Sometimes it's daily. Depends on the stress and the level and the intensity of the moment. But what I find is that my emotions begin to rise and my energy level begins to deplete. So my emotions, otherwise my concerns, my frustrations, the things that steal and get in my way that don't need to be there, concerns of the world, concerns of my life that really I don't have control over. And what that does, it begins to deplete my energy. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Your emotions rise, your frustration rises, your concerns rise, and it's negative. It's a negative energy, as it were, and it's like sucking life out of you. And that's what it does. It depletes my energy. So here are 4 ways that I have found that help me. Now, as a piano player and as a composer, I will be sitting at the piano, and it's no matter what you do, it's the same, right? You're in an intense moment. And sometimes you run into a block, or you're just so intense you can't think anymore. And you just feel the stress and the burnout beginning to happen. I have found, and it started a long time ago for me, I would literally just take my hands off the keyboard, breathe, just take a nice breath, and whatever comes out, I would just improv, just play anything. And here's the deal, it wasn't for you. It was for me. All of that was for me. It was just to release whatever was on my heart. Now, what's cool is every once in a while I've recorded those. In fact, there's a piece called Release Hope that you can find on streaming services, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, all of them. You can find them pretty much anywhere under Byron Easterling. That piece, I was actually on the phone with someone who was going through a horrible time in their life, and it was really just a very stressful conversation, long conversation, stressful conversation. And I just sat down at the piano afterwards, took a deep breath, and just began to play. And what was wild is I had been recording, and so the recording was still running, and I didn't even know it, and I let it run. And I played it. Is it perfect? No. Is the quality excellent? No. But there's a heart behind it. And that's what I find when I take these ways to find peace in the midst of burnout and stress, is I find that my heart begins to come back. My passion begins to come back. So that's the first way. I just improv. Maybe whatever that would be for you, however you would translate that. The second way is really one of the best ways I know, and I do it a lot. I get my butt off the piano bench or out of my chair where I'm working. I put my shoes on, I step outside the door, I take a deep breath again, and I go on a walk. And that could be 20 minutes to an hour or more. Sometimes I go up into our hills and just around our town and take a walk and find a path and go off and just take a walk. And other times I just walk out the door, go through our neighborhood. Yeah. And it just gets off my mind. I'm breathing in fresh air. I'm taking in outside. I'm outside of my workspace. I'm outside of that space that just created this negative energy. And I need to replenish, recenter. Yeah. The third way is I like to read something. But the something that I'm reading is to encourage or to enlighten my spirit. It's to bring life back. So maybe there's a book that I've wanted to start reading, or sometimes I'll just go and Google things and find stuff that's good for the heart, good for my life, good for my spirit, good for my soul. And I read those encouraging and enlightening moments. And it just, again, takes my mind off of the stress and the burnout, and it puts me back in a place of being positive, good place of health. And the fourth way, which actually you might find, especially you heavy-duty introverts, might find this kind of strange. I have a bunch of introvert in me, but nowhere compared to my wife. So I actually find a good conversation with a friend over a cup of coffee or whatever. Choose your drink of choice. But just to have a good conversation, and it doesn't have to be deep or not deep. It can be whatever it is. Just let it go. Just to be with a friend and have a conversation. Yeah. So those are my 4 ways. You know, and sometimes it takes me only a few minutes. One improv, one short walk, a bit of a read. And I'm back right at it because I've allowed my energy to increase and my concern to deplete. And that's the goal in those times. So those are 4 of my ways that I deal with it. What are your ways? How do you deal? How do you bring peace into those moments that you begin to burn out? I'd love to hear. Please respond, and whatever is allowed, whatever is provided, please respond. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah. And don't forget to check out byroneasterling.com for Keyboard Kaleidoscope Challenge that's coming up soon, and the first of hopefully many. Yeah? So, our next episode, my happiness hacks. Cool. From me to you, have a great day. See ya.